Hey guys, in this video I will give you my initial impressions on this puzzle GAN 460. I got this puzzle a week ago and I did like 200 solves on it, so I think I can say my impressions of it slash review or something like that. So first of all, this cube is pretty pricey and it's around the same price as the premium cubes such as the Cosmic Ausu GTS or the Cosmic Ultra, so mainly I will compare this cube to those because I feel like the price is very similar. So I will say it quickly, this cube is not as good as those cubes, but it doesn't mean that this cube is unusable and it's bad. For me, I can't get the average with it. I'm like 2 seconds slower with it, and this mostly goes for the inner layer issues. I will talk about that later. So if you unbox this cube, you will get it in the normal box as the SM. You will get the bag, you will get the tensioning tool, and you will get the pen flip with some information about this puzzle, like about the center caps, how to take them off, and how to tension the puzzle properly. So that's pretty helpful because right after bat the cube is pretty loose and you need to tighten it up, or at least for me it was pretty loose. It makes really nice first impressions, to be honest, because when I just got this cube, it feels really nice. It was really fast and it feels pretty good, especially the outer layers. They felt like the 3x3, so I was pretty excited. But then when I just started doing solves, I lock up so much. Also, my fingers just was in the cube because it was too loose. So you need to tighten it up, and this goes for the problem number one. The tensioning is terrible. I don't like the tensioning at all. It's just a small issue, and if you just tension the cube once and then don't change it, it's not a problem. But if you are like me and you have problems with the even tensioning, you will hate this cube for this, because if you want to tension a side, you need to put all of the 4 center caps off, so it takes like 4 times longer than the normal tensioning, because you need to take them off on the all 6 sides, then just tension, then find your tensioning before you put them back, and it feels a bit different, the cube behind the center caps. So yeah, you don't know the right tensions, and then you just put them back and then you test it, and if you feel like it's too loose or it's uneven, you just tension the other sides. And I didn't find a different way how to tension it, so that's the problem number one. However, on the cubes like the Ultra, you just tension it normally, so this is like I don't see the point of this. Also, this tensioning system is useless if they just have the one springs for it. So yeah, I should mention the magnet strength. It's so much more noticeable than on the Ausu GTS, for example. Ausu GTS is the other 4x4 which is mass produced magnetic, and it's pretty weak. It's like if we compare the X-Men Bell and the Mario magnetic bearings, so it's like the same. So this is pretty strong, especially the inner layers. The other layers are weak, but you can definitely notice them. It makes the click. Also, in the inner layers, you have 2 magnets instead of 1, and they have like different polarities, I think, because they make just 1 click, not 2. So I don't feel the click here, just here. So now I should mention the problems, because overall this cube feels not nice, and maybe I say just nice things about that. I should mention that if you want stable outer layers and you don't want to lock up on the 3x3 stage and misalign too much, you need to tighten this cube up, and this makes the inner layers just unusable. Because if you look at the corner cutting, I have still a bit loose tensions, but this is just ideal for me. So the corner cutting on the other layers is really nice. It's up to standards. Reverse corner cutting as well. I don't see problems here, but if you try the corner cutting here, it's pretty low, and I think nobody use those moves in the solves, but if you try this corner cutting, it's really easy to lock up, and especially the reverse is just pretty minimum. It's just like this. You have just this. I don't know, maybe it's just my problem, but I tend to lock up so much on the stage when I just do last 4 centers on Yao, or when I do Hoya cross edges. So especially the Hoya cross edges, because in the Hoya cross edges I turn to spam TPS, and if you do a case like this, you just want to do it so quickly. So I just tend to lock up so much, and yeah, that's the main problem. I think that my 3x3 stage and the edge pairing is like the equal to the normal cubes like the also GTS or the Wuchue, but the main problem is that my cross is slower, so that makes the times slower. So overall, I don't recommend this cube for everyone. I don't recommend it if you want the best speed cube. I think the also GTS is better, and the Wuchue as well. So definitely pick up those, but if you want something like a novelty item, or just the first 4x4 from GAN, you like the GAN puzzles, I think it's good and it's worth money, because this cube is very nice. I just use it for slow souls, and also the size is pretty nice as well. I really like the size of it, and I would like to see the other companies like Chi makes the small version of Wuchue. I think the mini Wuchue will be available soon, so we will see. Because this is a 60mm puzzle and it feels more comfortable in my hands. But to be honest, I don't see the big difference if I just switch to this cube. So it's not a big deal, but it's convenient, right? So yeah, and I feel that's all what I want to say. Just this cube is not the best, but it's, I think just nobody was thinking that this will be the best cube. It's something like the same story as the first GAN 2x2, right? So it's like not the bad cube, but it's not the best, and I think as well it isn't worth the money. It's just like a novelty item if you want something special, if you want something with different feeling, because this has the really different feeling to the normal 4x4, and if you want something for your collection, this is really good. And yeah, maybe in future GAN will just come up with the better 4x4s, because this is just the first 4x4, right? So yeah, overall I'm not disappointed about this puzzle. I think that my expectations when I just ordered this puzzle were lower than this, but when I just got it, it felt really nice. It felt like the GAN RSM or the GAN RUM felt out of the box. It feels really nice, fast, and uh, just very loose, right? So yeah, that's all. I will just I record some solves, so I will put some of the best solves